Good day, modelers. If you had been watching my F14 stall tests in a previous video, which I'll link at the bottom, you will have seen that every time I stalled the model, flaps up or flaps down, I got a slight wing drop on the right side. It wasn't terribly violent, but it was definitely pronounced. And I also got the same right wing drop during my landings, which unfortunately can do some damage if you don't pay attention to it. So when I got home, I took a look at what might be causing it consistently go to the right side, and I found that the right wing on this aircraft has got a mold mark all along the leading edge from root to tip that sticks out just a quarter of a millimeter or so forward, maybe a quarter of a millimeter thick. But it acts like a stall strip, which is not a good thing on a model on just one side. So what I'm going to do is sand it off with a little sandpaper. The opposite side is pretty good. I feel very little. I'll touch it up a little bit, but I'm going to not pay that much attention to this side where I can obviously see a ridge that's running along the leading edge where the top and bottom molds meet. So it's not a big deal. I've got myself some 320 sandpaper. It's wet dry, and I'm not going to rub very hard. I'm just going to take the sandpaper, and I'm just going to run it back and forth on the leading edge, and I'm going to work a little bit up the slope and then around the bottom to smooth that out really nicely back and forth. Don't press hard. Just a nice light press is all you need, and you'll take that little mold mark off that leading edge. Now, obviously, I'm going to scuff the paint a little bit, and I will show you a trick to that in a second. Okay, feeling pretty good. Your finger is a good gauge to how that will feel. You can feel a few thousandths of an inch. I'm not going to convert that to millimeters for you, but a sensitive finger can feel at least a thousandth of an inch displacement in a surface. Looks like I need just a little bit more out by the tip. I'm going to get a better part of the sandpaper again. I'm going to work a little bit more out here on the tip until I feel that almost baby smooth. And that's good. It feels nice and smooth. Feels pretty much like the other side, but I'm going to do the other side anyway. Let's move the model around. And I'm really not left-handed, but I don't have to do a lot of work to this. So I'm going to get on the other side of the camera. Do this like this. And I'm going to work the other side just a little bit. Doesn't need much on this side. Okay, both sides are baby smooth now. Now I'll show you something. If you do ruin the silver paint, I'll show you what you can buy, at least in the United States, to touch it up. So this is what I use. This is a Sharpie. Basically, it's a paint pen. It's oil-based. It's like a magic marker type felt tip, and you just get the tip wet by depressing the point a little bit on say a piece of paper or a piece of cardboard, and then you can use it to put silver paint onto the model. I use it not only to touch up things like this, but I also use it to put chip marks in models to make it look like chipped paint. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to get a spare piece of cardboard. Is with the cap off of a used one. Looks like a felt tip pen. And I just got to pump it a little bit till I get it coming out. And then I'm just going to rub it a little bit where the raw foam was. And I find that for almost all the models that have silver color on them, that this matches very well once it's dried. Just going to rub it right on that leading edge where I sanded it. I'm going to do the other side, which I had to sand much more aggressively. we just kind of rub it in. It's better to do it with the pen upright. And although I don't know if you can actually see what's going on here, the raw foam is now becoming silver. And it actually matches pretty darn well. So anyway, that's done. I'm going to go out and do more stall tests with the model in the coming days when the weather gets a little better around here. And we'll see how that worked. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.